the product of all this stuff I mentioned today, the product of all this stuff I mentioned today is making money. Now, if you put making money in your top 3, you're not going to be in business long because you're going to chase money so hard, you're going to lose it all and you'll be gone. Guaranteed, watched it 100 times. But if you do all these things well and your heart's in it and you're passionate about it and you love serving others, the byproduct of that is making money. I don't have to worry at McAfee about how much money I make because I do all these things, I'm passionate about all these things, and the money just comes in. Hey, this is Greg McAfee, and welcome to the Greg McAfee Show. Now let's get started. Hi, Greg McAfee here once again for the Greg McAfee Show. As always, you guys, if you're not subscribed, and, for being a new show, we're starting to get quite a few listeners. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube or the pod channel, feel free to do so. Each week, I put out this content, and I think it's pretty darn good content, if I say so myself, because I really want to see you guys grow. I want to see you succeed. So hit that subscribe button right there. Turn on the notifications, and on every Tuesday when I put out a new episode, you'll be the first to see it. So today, we're going to talk about being an entrepreneur. What's involved in owning your own business as an entrepreneur? And I've got many reasons why. I actually posted something today on Facebook that I took a picture of my building. I was coming in my building. I've got a couple ways to get to my building, but one is there's a side street off of the main street that brings you straight into my drive, almost straight into the logo, the McAfee 1-800 Air Repair logo on my building. If you have not been listening to me long, I own McAfee Heating and Air Conditioning in Dayton, Ohio, actually in Kettering, a suburb of Dayton. And we do residential. Residential's our baby. We'll be celebrating 31 years this year. So I'm pulling in across the street this morning, and my logo's nice and bright, LED lighting, huge logo on my building. And I just happened to glance up, and there's like a little toenail moon. The moon's got this little toenail right above my building. And I thought, that's going to be a great picture. So I get out of my truck, snap a few pictures. Anyway, I post that this morning, and I said that, I thought it was a cool picture, so I took a few pictures of it. But it reminded me, when I got back in my truck and I pulled in the parking lot, it reminded me of really just how blessed I am to be an owner of a business. And, being the owner, you have your ups and downs. And but you get to help people every single day. You get to help great people. We have a great team. I help challenge great people every day. And there's just many benefits to being the owner. But I also said I enjoy going to work. And yes, it's work. Because all that crap you've heard about, if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. Well, to me, that's just a bunch of crap. Because I love what I do. I enjoy my job, but it is hard work. And it took hard work to get here. It took blood, sweat, and tears to get here. Nothing simple about it. Nobody ever stroked a check and dropped $100 besides thousands into my account. We worked for every dime we earned, and it's a lot of work. If it was simple, everybody would be doing it. If it was simple, there'd be more than 25% of companies that actually survive after the 15th year. So there's nothing simple about it. But yes, you can make it enjoyable. If it's enjoyable, it's entirely up to you. You have to make it enjoyable. You have to find the good things. You have to surround yourself with a strong team. You have to think positive. You have to make things happen. If you're still doing what you've done, it's going to be boring and it's not going to be as exciting. So you've got to step out. You've got to reach. You've got to surround yourself with people smarter than you, and you've got to surround yourself with people who will challenge you to be better. Not everyone can challenge themselves. Now, most entrepreneurs are pretty darn motivated. However, sometimes we need a little boost. We need a pump. And of course, I've mentioned this before, but we get it from reading great books. We get it from attending seminars. We get it from being trained ourselves. We have to be trained. I talked about last week, we have to be trained before we train other people. But I want to talk today about just the love, the benefits of owning your own business. Because sometimes we just need a refresher course. Sometimes we just need to be reminded. So I'm going to start off with a couple things that truly motivates me. And hopefully you're in the same boat as me. We're all business owners. If you're a business owner, we're all business owners. Now, you don't have to be a business owner to watch this. You don't have to be a business owner to listen to this. But this is for business owners right here. You get to serve others. See, we're in the service business. If you're in the home improvement world, whether you do heating and air conditioning or electrical or plumbing or roofing or landscape or lawn care or doors or windows, you're in the service business. So we get to serve people. Number one, we get to serve our employees, and we get to bring out the best in them. In a perfect world, I could say we do it every day, but we don't. Sometimes what we say can really hurt them. Sometimes what we say can discourage them. But we have the opportunity to bring out the best in them every day. And we get to see them reach their goals. If you're not doing so, you need to ask your team, what's your goals? Make them write their goals down. You get to challenge them. It's fun. So number one, you get to serve. Number two, you get to bring ideas to life. You know, I often say, if you walk into I have an open door policy, so my door's rarely closed unless it's extremely confidential meeting, but we have an open door policy. I leave my door open. As long as you send me a quick text, I need to talk to you, I say, come on in. Anyway, if you walk in and I'm staring out the window and you say something like, oh, good, you're not busy, you're wrong. Because as the owner who sets the vision for this company, that's when I'm the busiest. I'm thinking. My mind's 100 miles an hour. I get to think. I get to look outside this window. And from my office, I just have I'm blessed. I have a really nice landscape area. In the summer, it's beautiful. But even in the winter here in Ohio, it still looks nice. And I just can stare out there and I can think. I can think about something. I can think about an idea I have. I can think about how to put it in place. I can think about how to bring it to life. So as an entrepreneur, we can bring ideas to life. And the benefits of a small business, which is number three, we get to make decisions. We get to make critical decisions every day. Some good, some bad, but we get to make decisions. And just like bringing ideas to life, we have the benefit of sitting at a small round table, coming up with an idea, making a decision, and implementing it tomorrow. Unlike the corporate world that could take 6 months to a year to put an idea in place, if it's a good idea, we'll implement it tomorrow. We'll figure out how to do it. I love small businesses. I love owning my own, and I love working with others. I'm also a business coach. I've been coaching for years, and I've coached hundreds of small businesses, and I'm as passionate about your business as I am mine when I'm coaching you, and I love being able to implement an idea and put it in place and make it happen tomorrow. And number four, owning a business there's endless opportunities. I think it was Thomas Edison who said there's more opportunities than there is anything else in the world. I mean, look how many inventions he had. Look how many patents he had. There's more opportunities than there are people to put them in place. So we have endless opportunities. We have endless opportunities to develop people, to grow business, to serve our customers, which I didn't talk about that in number one, but being able to serve others, we're serving our customers every day. Someone asked me, one of the questions that was asked to me the other day is, what distinguishes your business from your competition? And number one is we do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it, and we give them the service that others won't give them. If you call in today after 5 p.m., if you call in today at 5:05, in most of my competition in Dayton, Ohio, you call in at 5:05, you're either going to get an answering, I want to say an answering machine. You're going to get a voicemail, or you're going to get an answering service, because they closed and they walked out that door. And at McAfee, there's typically, well, first of all, there's a live person answering the phones 24/7, but there's typically someone here from McAfee a lot of nights up till 8 p.m. answering the phone. And we're going to run the call up till 8 p.m. Excuse me. We were 8 to 8. We are 8 to 8, same great rate. We used to advertise it extremely heavy. 8 to 8, same great rate. You call in at 7:55, you're going to get the same great rate. We're going to be out there. We'll be out there within the hour. We're going to service you. So, endless opportunities. Number 5, we get to think outside the box. We're not boxed in. We have freedom to think, freedom to serve, a freedom to grow, freedom to build. And I recall one president that said, "You didn't build this?" Yes, we did. Yes, we did, sir. Yes, we did. And it was a lot of hard work to build. 31 years, sir. We built this baby. With God's help, we built this baby. But we can think outside the box. We can think random thoughts. I was in a creative thinking group once, and they had these styrofoam balls. And if you ever said in the group, "That's stupid," or "That can't happen," or "I don't know about that," everybody threw a ball at you. I mean, there's no negativity in a creative group. Anything goes. Number 6, you have a flexible, pretty much so. Now, I'm going to tell you, some of this stuff does not apply your first couple years in business. Some of this doesn't apply till maybe after the 5th year in business, because this next one, it says, I came up with, we have a flexible schedule. We have freedom. I didn't have that. I didn't have that in my first 5 years. I don't even know if I had it my first 8 years. I mean, I remember when we went on our first week's vacation, first full week's vacation. A customer of mine, he owned several nursing homes. I said, "Can you give me any business advice?" He said, "I'll tell you right now, son." He was an older gentleman. He owned 3 or 4 nursing homes, very lucrative nursing homes in the area. He said, "I'll tell you right now, you don't have to take weeks vacations, but you do need to take long weekends, several of them per year." And he said, "That'll do you good. That'll do your family good." And I bought that hook, line, and sinker, and that's what we did. We took 3 and 4 day vacations. But I remember the first week, my son was 4 years old before we took a vacation. And then I thought it was too long, because after about the 4th day, I was enjoying my family, but I was ready to go. I was ready to get back to work. But that's just me. So we do have a flexible schedule, and we have freedom. I don't know if you can put a price tag on freedom. We have freedom. We have freedom to make decisions. We have freedom to choose who we serve. I don't have to hire you. I don't have to run service calls. I We don't have to put up with crap from a customer if they're cussing and yelling at us. We don't serve them anymore. That's freedom. And if you work for someone who does not think like that, there is no freedom in that, and it's no fun. And I just don't let people walk all over my team. As soon as they're in their face and they're cussing and yelling, we're done. We're done with that. They don't need that, put up with that crap. There's enough stress when you're taking hundreds of calls a day than to have to put up with an irate customer who's not reasonable. I'm not talking about an upset customer. We'll solve their problems all day long. I'm talking about a customer who is taking it too personal with my team. Ain't gonna happen. Okay, that's just bottom line. I can tell you some stories about that, but we don't have time today. Listen to this. Flexible schedule, freedom. I'll tell you, my biggest freedom is paying my bills on time. I just wrote a little blog on that the other day. But paying your bills on time is freedom. It's a sleep factor. Being debt-free is freedom. But paying your bills on time is freedom. You don't have to worry about anyone calling you wanting to know where the payment's at. That's freedom. I like that. I sleep well with freedom. All right. Number 7. You get to accept the challenge. You get to grow. And what every entrepreneur likes to do is compete. I thrive in the competition world. I mean, name me one successful competitor who likes to lose. I've never met one. So we get to accept the challenge. There is a challenge out there. There's a challenge that a lot of businesses fail. There's a challenges that a lot of businesses don't make a good profit. There's a challenge that a lot of businesses don't close a certain percentage of sales. There's a challenge out there that you can't do it. I mean, I was told by a couple family members that you didn't go to business school. You don't have enough experience in business to open up your own business. Who do you think you are? And it was probably a lot worse than that behind my back. So there's a challenge. Tell an entrepreneur that they can't do it. I guarantee you it will get done. And then you get to grow. I don't know if there's anything. I mean, God put it in us to grow. Think about spring. Think about the springtime, especially in weather like Ohio. I mean, we've got growth. We've got grass growing. It turns green. It grows. We've got flowers coming up from the ground and growing, beautiful flowers and trees and shrubs and bushes and everything about spring is growth. It's positive. It's motivating. And you get to be in a small business and you're in charge of the growth. You're in charge of the growth. If you water your business well, it will grow. If you have great marketing and great advertising and a strong brand and strong word of mouth, you will grow naturally. If you don't, you won't. It's that simple. And then the competition thing, that is just, to me, I just love to compete. And if you're a competitor of mine and you're listening to this, I'm sorry, but we are out to beat you. We will respect you and we will wave at you when we pass you on the road, unlike many don't do. But when it comes down to it, we're going to beat you. We are going to do everything in our power to beat you on an estimate, on getting a job, on anything. I'm sorry, but we're out to win. And that's how we play. And like Vince Lombardi said, it's not about the brutal man. It's about competition. It's about wanting to win. It's about taking your business to a new level. And let me tell you something, my team wants to win. I'm on a winning team. My team's very competitive, and they compete among themselves. If I throw a contest out there and say the first person that does this or that or gets me 10 of these, man, they go at it. They go at it hard. I love it. All right, number 8. We hang with or network with other business owners, and we get to share ideas. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. I am in my zone when I'm sitting. Lately, it's been Zoom meetings, but when I'm sitting at a table and I'm with people in business people, business owners, and they're very competitive and they're growing, and some of them are a lot bigger than me, and they're aggressive, and they like everything I like. They're just at a different stage of the business than I am. Oh, I'm taking it all in, man. I'm a sponge. I'm taking it all in. I get to hang with these guys. I get to call them on the phone. I get to Zoom meeting. I get to ask questions. And then I'm in another group where I might be the top dog, and I'm wringing my sponge. In this other group, I'm absorbing. In this group, I'm wringing it and saying, here, take some of this and run with it. And every once in a while, I absorb, because these smaller companies, they got some great ideas. Now, that's great. I'll take that. It's called R&D, rob and duplicate. All right, wrapping it up here. You created this. If you started your business, you are the creator of this business. It's your baby. And I've talked about this in probably one of the first 4 podcasts I did. This baby at birth, it's just like a baby. You love it, you kiss it, you nurture it, you take care of it, you change its diaper, you make sure it has enough rest, you make sure it learns to walk. And yes, it falls down a couple times, but that's how it learns to walk, because it gets back up. There's something in a baby. God put it in a baby to get back up and walk again. It doesn't quit when it falls. It gets back up. So is your business. Your business is going to fall. It's going to tumble. It's going to stumble. But it gets back up because you're in charge. It's your baby. You get it back up and you make it walk again. And I can tell you this. I'm going to do a whole podcast on this one day, from baby 0 to 30, because that's what I know, 0 to 30 years of age, and just how it matures through that time. Because what you do with a 15-year-old is totally different than a 5-year-old. And what you do with a 25-year-old is totally different than a 15-year-old. So it's progress. It's walk through the stages of a baby's life. Walk through the stages of a business life. Take care of it. You don't leave a baby alone. You don't go on a 2-week vacation without your baby. When your baby's only 6 months old or a year old or 2 years or 3 years old. I've seen guys take up and go hunting for a week or 2 weeks at a time, and they leave their baby. One guy called me and said, hey, can you cover my calls? He was the same age company as I am. That I think we were in our probably 4th or 5th year in business, and I was covering his calls for him while he was hunting. Nothing wrong with hunting. Maybe for a weekend, but not a week and a half. All right, anyway, you got the point. But you got to nurture it. You've got to love it. It's your baby. You created this baby. We need to think more about our human babies. We created these babies. Give them an opportunity to live. That's another show. All right. The product of all this stuff I mentioned today, the product of all this stuff I mentioned today is making money. Now, if you put making money in your top 3, you're not going to be in business long, because you're going to chase money so hard, you're going to lose it all and you'll be gone. Guaranteed. Watched it 100 times. But if you do all these things well and your heart's in it and you're passionate about it and you love serving others, the byproduct of that is making money. I don't have to worry at McAfee about how much money I make because I do all these things. I'm passionate about all these things, and the money just comes in. And yes, sometimes it pours in. Other times it trickles in. We don't have the benefit of California or Florida weather here. If we did, we'd probably be 5 to 10 times larger. It's hard in Ohio. I'm sorry. It's hard in the states that have this kind of weather. Today is March, almost the middle of March, and we have 62-degree weather. You think anyone's calling us for a no heat call today? You think anyone's calling us for a no cooling call today? No, so we've got to generate a ton of calls, our own checkups, and then we've got to generate calls from those checkups. But anyway, the byproduct of all these things is you'll make money, and you'll enjoy your life, and you'll enjoy your business. It's enjoyable. It would be hard to stay in business if the byproduct wasn't making money. Because making money is also, I can go back to number 6, and I can tell you that making money is freedom. I think one person said, it went something like, I can't think of what it was. It was something about Duck Dynasty. The mom said, I've been poor and I've been rich, and I'm much happier rich. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I've been dirt poor and I've been rich, and I'm much happier rich, she said. So, totally agree. I don't know if I've been dirt poor, but I've been a lot poorer than I am today, and I'd much prefer to be where I'm at today. So, 25 minutes worth, good stuff. Take it to heart. I hope this helps. Have a great day.